Hey everybody, another story time for you. This is something that happened way back in the summer of 2007. This was at an indoor pump-only game, oddly enough on a Tuesday night down at a field called One Shot Paintball that used to be in South Toms River, New Jersey. Unfortunately, it was only open for so long, but in its brief existence, we actually had a monthly pump game there, a bunch of people in New Jersey, and it was a really great kind of community and a really great environment that got set up. It was the Freedom Pump game, so named because Freedom, if anyone knows him, Kevin, he actually set up the games initially. So it was from the crew that went to these games every month that the Freedom Pump and Pistol League was born, and last year they placed first overall in the NPPL Pump Division for the year. So props to them. It was from these games that that kind of grew out of. So this was only, I think, the second one maybe. So the turnout was pretty low. This particular night, there were only 6 people that showed up. In fact, there were only 5 players that showed up. But the owner of the field, Fred, he actually jumped in and played with us. And so we played 3-on-3 all night long, constantly mixing up the teams and everything. And in this one particular game, this was pretty excellent. What happened was, right off the break, 3, 2, 1, go. We didn't play with refs or anything. We played bounces count. It was very low key. So, it was just someone at one end of the field or the other would just call the game at the beginning. So for whatever reason, the side I was on with a guy named Brian, Iron Express, he goes by on the forums, and another guy named Will, who is a super high quality on MCB. Those were my 2 teammates, and off the break in this particular game, 3, 2, 1, go, and they crisscross each other and just trip flat on their faces. They're on the ground. I happen to go all the way to the right. I hit the snake off the break. I bump up to about the 50 on the snake, pop up. I get one opponent, 15 seconds into the game. In the back right, straight down the snake from me is Fred, the owner, my other opponent, down there, and the third opponent was Freedom, was Kevin. And Fred and I go back and forth for maybe 10, 15, maybe 30 seconds. I'm not sure how long it was. And I realize I don't hear anything else on the rest of the field. I hear nothing. I have no idea what's going on. I don't hear my teammates. I don't hear other shooting. I know one of my opponents is gone, but I'm not sure where Freedom is. So I kind of back off from the firefight from Fred, crawl backwards a couple feet, kind of look around, don't see anything, and then I call out, looking backwards over my left shoulder, "Where's Freedom?" I call out to my team. At that exact moment, I get a tap on my right shoulder, and there's Freedom standing behind me with his pink, or kind of purplish pink, I'm not really sure, pinkish, CCM Series 6 with the barrel, right in my face. And I surrendered. Game over. The whole game took perhaps 50 seconds, but what had happened, I found out later, was that when Brian and Will tripped over each other off the break, they were eliminated right away. I made it to the snake, got one opponent, and then basically Fred kept me busy while Freedom looped around the whole length of the field, came up behind me, and did the barrel tap. That's kind of how Freedom operates. If you've ever played with or against him, he's pretty much a ninja, and he does that kind of stuff with surprising frequency. Freedom's in the snake is one thing you don't want to hear if you're not on his team. So that was really excellent. It was really kind of... everybody laughed about it afterwards. It was a really funny game, and it just kind of, that was the whole feel of the Pump Nights, and I can still to this day remember, where's Freedom? Oh, all right, I'm out. Game over, So that's all. Hope you enjoyed the story.